I'm Brian Pulis with Pulis Investments. Pulis Investments actually has a very simple business model in the sense that we provide great places to live for individuals that are looking for really nice places, attractive, modern, clean places to live in cities that are experiencing high levels of growth through the jobs that they're creating within the city. Hamilton, Ontario is that city right now in Canada that is experiencing tremendous job growth, and it's extremely diversified. The job growth that's being created in Hamilton is attracting a lot of individuals for the Greater Toronto area. Now, the individuals in the Greater Toronto area that are moving there are having a real difficult time finding nice places to live. And that's mostly because of rent control. Now, if you don't understand what rent control is, and basically it's, way back in I believe the 60s or 70s, the Ontario government imposed rent controls where rent can only be increased by a small percentage. Now, what that basically has done is it's created a huge inventory of apartment buildings in Ontario. Matter of fact, the majority of them were built prior to 1970. Now, with that, most of these apartment buildings have not seen any upgrades in the renovations. So what Pulis Investments has identified is that these individuals that are looking for apartment units, attractive, clean, modern apartment units, are having a really difficult time finding these units within Hamilton and, quite frankly, within many of the larger cities within Ontario. Now, these individuals can choose condos, or new condos for that. I mean, there's a lot of them kind of being built in the Greater Toronto area. Problem with them, though, is that they're very small and very expensive. So what Pulis Investments has basically identified is that by taking old apartment buildings and really enhancing all of the amenities within the building, including, granite countertops and in-suite laundry and air conditioning and so on, making them as close to condo units as we possibly can. We're able to then increase rents with that particular building considerably. A really key point in real estate investing is to understand that with multifamily apartment buildings, the value of the building is determined just like a business. Now, what that really means to me is that I can buy a building that has a particular rent roll within that building, and by me going in and making improvements to the building or increasing the rent to that building and decreasing the expenses to that building, I can bring tremendous value to the overall value of the building itself.